Hey nail friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in with me today. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be making some freestyle duck nails. I just had the urge to get some duck nails done, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be using some polygel as my base, and then I'm going to be creating my design using gel polish. So stay tuned to see how the design comes out. I did go ahead and cut down my nails off camera, so this isn't originally how the nails look in the package, but I did cut them down just a little bit. As you can see, polygel is a little tough to get out of the container, but once you've got it out, you're good to go. It's just very, very strong, but once you get on the nail, it's pretty easy to work with. I'm going to be starting the application right now. So a good majority of this video is just going to be me doing the application. Not too much to really explain other than I am trying to generously apply the polygel. I do want to make sure that the cuticle area isn't too bulky. That way when I put them on, they won't look so press-on nail-ish, I guess. So I'm just being very careful in how I spread it. Now that I'm finished with the application, I am wiping these down with an alcohol prep pad. This is supposed to remove that sticky layer on top of the nails after you apply your polygel. And then right after this, we're going to move into filing and buffing the nails. As you can see, some of the polygel has come off, and that's because I didn't cure it properly. So make sure that you are curing it for 60 seconds at least. I made the mistake of, I think I did actually cure it for that amount of time, but I didn't have it as much as under the light as it should have been. Sorry, I said that kind of weird, but it wasn't under the light as much as it should have been, so it didn't cure right. But I was able to go back in and add a little bit more, and then I cured it and filed it, and it worked out totally fine. I kind of wish I would have slowed this part down actually so you could see how I'm filing. I feel like I file funny. I don't know if other people file the way that I do, and it's kind of hard to tell how exactly I'm filing. But I basically just go in a downward motion. So I bring the file down and bring it back up and just do that same motion over and over again. Maybe if you slow it down, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about, but yeah. I personally like my nails flat, so I'm trying to flatten them out as much as possible. I know some people like to have that apex. I'm sorry, this is not the video for that because I don't typically do apex on my nails. But yeah, I definitely try to keep my nails as flat as possible and try to thin them out because I also don't like my nails too thick. Before I buff my nails, y'all know I add my cuticle oil. This cuticle oil is in my Etsy shop. I sell these, I make these. It is scented in the scent watermelon, and I think you'll definitely love it. So go get yours if you don't have it. But now I'm just making sure that I add this cuticle oil on all the nails so that I can buff. I tested it out on the thumb so that you could see how it looks right after. And now I'm just going to be doing the same thing on all the other nails. So to get started with my design, I knew I wanted to go a little blingy in this one. So I'm going to need some rhinestone glue, which you'll see I'm adding it now. I'm going to be doing a blinged out French tip on two of the nails actually. So you'll see that I'm taking my wax stick and I'm just taking these very small rhinestones that I have and applying them around the smile line. And then I'll go in with some flowers and other kinds of rhinestones and just fill in that open space. For my middle fingernail, I decided to go with a classic white French tip on this duck nail, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm using this brush from Shein. I actually got this in a recent haul that I did, and I actually really like this. I feel like it worked out pretty easily. It was easy to control, so that was good. But I'm simply just creating a French tip on this, and I will end up curing this and then going over it again so that it can be more opaque. I wanted some stars in this set and I'm deciding to hand paint them. I don't have anything, any stickers or anything that I can just stick on, but I am hand painting them with this blue. It's actually in the color Insta Famous. I got this from Ulta a long time ago. Ever since I've been to Ulta, like I keep trying to go back and see if they have gel polishes, but it's looking scarce out there. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, you can get this at Ulta possibly. But now I'm just creating my stars and then I'm going to outline it by making a blue. So in order to make a darker blue that I want, just to outline it and then outline the smile line, I do have to mix this blue and a darker blue, which I don't believe I showed, but as long as you have a darker blue and you just add a little bit to the light blue, you should be good to go. For my index finger, I am going to be using some blooming gel. So I'm just adding a thin layer of this and then I'm going to go in with that same dark blue that I made and I'm just going to let it bloom. I'm not going to do your typical crocodile print. I was thinking about it, but I didn't. And I'm just drawing some diagonal lines and I'm just going to let it bloom a little bit and then I'll cure it in my lamp. I've got this chain that I've been wanting to use and I just haven't found the opportunity to use it yet. So in order to adhere it, I have to use some rhinestone glue. So I do that, I draw a little squiggly line and then I'm just taking the chain and I'm just draping it over the nail to make sure that I'm covering all the glue and it's getting on there so that it can stay. I think this probably would have been easier had I cut the chain to the size that I needed. So if you're doing this, I would recommend doing that. But I do end up cutting this with some cuticle nippers, fairly easy. I thought the placement was a little odd, so I'm just fixing it up with my dotting tool. It didn't take too much. I just wanted it to look kind of like a good squiggly line. So I kind of went a little basic with the pinky nail. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do, but I'm just taking this light blue, the dark blue, and the white, and I'm going to be outlining the outside of the nail. And then after I apply a top coat to all these, I end up adding some rhinestone glue to this pinky nail as well because I wanted to do a little 3D design. If you know me, you know I love the 3D stuff. So I'm just doing a little bit of that. I'm gonna be top coating these nails now. They're pretty much done for the most part, except for what I have to do to the pinky. But if you're still watching, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching. And so far, let me know what you think of the video. Let me know how you feel about duck nails. I know some people are a little iffy on duck nails, and I'm kind of the same way. But I feel like if you have the right design on a duck nail, it can look pretty good. But let me know what you think in the comments. And this is the finished look. I really love these. I cannot wait to put these on and show you guys on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.